Welcome back to Tradable System Builder tutorial series. In this video we'll be exploring the testing section where you can specify the parameters around how you'd like to run the backtest. Let's start by creating a unique name. Try to name your system appropriately and without giving too much away, as you may end up listing this on the marketplace for others to use. To create a new version, make sure the name remains the same as the original. It may help to write down a few notes about your system, especially if you're creating a new version. Anything written here is for your eyes only and will not be visible when publishing to the marketplace. Choose which exchange you'd like to receive the backtest data from, here, and which asset pair you'd like to run the test on, here. If you've made adjustments to your system, it's best to use the same exchange and asset, as well as the same testing period. As the system we created only triggers long positions, it's only possible to enter a quote value. Had the system been created to execute long and short positions, the option to enter a value in both inputs would be available, however, not absolutely necessary. For example, a system that executes long and short positions may only have a quote balance to begin with. Once a long position is executed, the quote asset would be exchanged for the base asset. In this example, for 1000 quote, we receive 484 base. If a short position were triggered at this moment, it would have 484 base to use for its position. This amount will reduce once the long position has met a take profit target or stop loss, and thus, the next short position would have a smaller pool to trade with. In this example, the 10% profit target is reached, and 50% of the trade value is removed, which leaves 242 base remaining for the next short position. For ease of analysis, we recommend placing an investment with equivalent base and quote when creating a system that takes long and short positions. Let's move on. Next, we'll select the period of time to backtest the system. The maximum period available for testing will depend on the exchange and asset pair that you've selected. You may opt to use the max period here, or select a custom period by opening the calendars. When creating a new version, keeping the dates consistent throughout the tests will make it easier to compare the versions. You may also find custom periods useful by running the system through different market conditions. For example, you may want to see how the system performs during a bear market. During the backtest process, it's important to take curve fitting into consideration. Curve fitting is the term given to a system that has been over-optimized over specific sets of data. To help reduce this phenomenon, we have implemented two separate features which you may wish to use. The out-of-sample feature will split the data into two portions, the in-period portion that is used for the backtest, and the out-period portion that is used to test for over-optimization following the backtest. By default, the out period follows the in period, but you can switch this around by selecting the orange arrows in the middle. The units here represent a ratio, so inputting a 3 and 1 mean that the data sample will be split so that the in period is 3 times larger than the out period. The Monte Carlo analyzes the probability of different outcomes by randomizing the final trade sequence and repeating the process 10,000 times. It can also help you determine your risk of ruin by calculating the percentage of iterations that reached your specified minimum equity target. This brings us to the final step, launching the backtest. Within a matter of minutes, a detailed system report will be displayed, containing the most relevant automated trading data and even a few charts to help you analyze your system with ease. Thanks for watching this tutorial series. We really hope that you'll create something special to share with the Tradable community.